In addition to catching fish, I also like looking at fish. My wife and I made this tank. We also made this one. And this one. Anyway, we got these new fish the other day. Here's one. They're called Khalils. Khalils? Called Loaches. The problem is after we got them, we figured out that they get kind of jumpy. So right now we've got our saran wrap topper, but we need to make that a little bit better. As luck would have it, piece of acrylic sheet on clearance, because it's a little knackered up with this crack right here, but we're not going to use that. Let's get to cutting. Let me run you a game plan here. First of all, we'll mark our factory edge. So because we got our scape coming up out of the top of it, plus some terrestrial plants, we don't want to go...
Hey, yeah, me from later here. This is a little bit cumbersome, but I'm just saying that I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces, and I don't really know how to say that narratively without interjecting. So I'm just going to cut to the chase, and then we can look at my sort of blueprint that's at the end. Also, check out that stain of rust from like a teacup I set down. I should sand that off. That's a little bit embarrassing. You got to take a little bit better pride in your tools. Anyway, I'm just going to cut it out so that it looks kind of like the shape that I'm drawing and gets around the scape that we have in the fish tank. Okay, back to the video. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I think I'm going to score it to cut it in half since it's exactly the same width as the tank, because I don't want to lose the kerf of the blade. And then we'll cut this bit out on the saw.
Solid thinking, big mistake.
Some people use their workbenches to work on, but they're doing it wrong. You actually want to use your table saw. Just put that anywhere. I think you get into trouble when you overscore. Of course, I might say that and this doesn't snap well, which would be embarrassing. Good news. A nice clean one right where our break is. Over here, not as optimal. Well, with a bit of a pivot, we got 3 inches right here. We'll cut. Perf.
Disembodied voice here again. I just need to mention that this is a plunge cut, so I'm coming up through material connecting the 2 parallel lines I've cut previously. Hopefully that clears up any confusion.
So I'll put the gauge in this way and guide it in like that. I'll also be 100% honest with you. I started doing a short. I don't have the big light set up. I don't have the good camera. But I was filming in landscape instead of in portrait. So here we are. Either you're going to see this or you won't. Let's pop the blade up just a scoosh. We're just going to right there. So easy. This is the first time this thing's come in useful. Who am I kidding? 16's fine. Tap, tap, tap. Too much. Bring it back. Yeah, I got this table saw for free. All right, who among us hasn't been wrong? The scoring was a mistake because I messed up this line. But since we're cutting 2 pieces, I don't have to worry about the kerf. So we'll line it up right here on the front of our good piece. Robert, your mother's brother. This bad boy will be cut right to size, and we'll pop it on. Switching over to the indoor workshop, which is also the kitchen island. like the countertops. Put these in a few years ago. We're gonna Dremel out where the cords go here. And that's definitely the scariest part. I think a Dremel is right with a super low grit so it won't cause much chatter. And we're just gonna creep up on it, but we'll see. This could be a mistake. That worked pretty well. Let's put it on. Oh, yeah. It's a shame because I do like looking down on it, but I don't want to lose my little snakes. There they are. Look at those guys. They're not snakes, but you know what I mean. Cool. Oh yeah. Just so it sits right on top. Looks great for now.
Me one last time. I don't really have an outro, so here's some embarrassingly bad imitations of a dolly shot. Thanks for watching.